and welcome to the Nexus. Today we're doing part 2 of pack 5 of our 66 Batmobile. So that's 18, 19 and 20 the issues. All the stuff that Kirsty did in the last video we're also going to need. So we're going to need the chassis, the engine and the part of the suspension system that we were working on. We also in this pack, which Kirsty forgot to mention, we get another binder. Now we only get 5 of these. I'm going to show you how to put it together. It's really simple. I did show you before, but I'll show you again. So let's crack on. Let's do this folder, and then we can do issue 18. Issue 18, we're going to need all the parts: the engine, the chassis, and the suspension system, and we'll bring it all together. So the magazines are just here. I'm just going to put them to the side for a second. I'm just going to show you how you do this, because the only reason I say is I'm going to show you again is because a few people have asked in the Facebook groups and stuff like that, have asked how they actually go together. Now it is numbered and there is a little diagram on it just showing you, but effectively what you do is you just pull this up like this, and we're going to go number 1. So we're pushing the first one. So the first one is that bottom one there. Then we've got the 2 and then the 3, and then we'll just push this so it clicks in just like that, and we push down from the inside just to secure it in. So that's that. And we also get the stickers, and this is obviously number 2. So we get actually 6 in this one. I thought it was 5. Pull off number 2, and we're going to stick number 2 just like that. So that's how you do the binder. So we're going to do issue 18 now. So let me grab the parts I should say. Okay, so we've done the left hand side suspension arm, which is this part, and now we're going to do the right hand side. So we're going to grab the parts out of here because that's the parts we've got. Effectively that is going to sit like that, and then these parts it's going to sit like that, and we'll get over to that anyway. The first thing we've got to do is we're going to be placing this onto here, so that sits in just like that, and we're going to use AM screws, just 2, just to secure that little section just in. So I'm going to do that now. Okay, so we've done that, as you can see. Oh no, wrong bit. So the R is this side. What I'm going to do first is I'm actually going to do this part here. So we're going to use a AHM screw, which are these ones here, these really long ones. And I'm going to screw this side in first. So I'm going to put that in there, like that. And this side we'd already sort of bored or screwed in. So it makes it so much easier for screwing in. So I've done that side, so that should look like that. And then what we've got to do on this one is we've got to take this section, and we see these 2 bits here, we're going to bore the holes into them. So I'm going to show you what we do with that exactly. So we're just going to cut into this basically with a screw like this. Now it says to do 2, you just need to do the 1. So just a little bit, and once you sort of feel that that's enough, I think that's enough there. So and then you just unscrew it again. Like so. So I don't know if that can make out the difference, but it's just basically bored the hole. It's made it slightly bigger and cut into it, which is what we need. So I'm going to do the same for this side, and then we are going to put it in so it's just like that. So I'm going to go ahead and do all that and then show you the end result. Okay, so there you go. That's what that should look like. Now we need our chassis, so let's put the engine aside a second. And the screws. So we're going to get our chassis. We'll have it upside down like this. And then what we're going to do is we're going to like this. So we need to sort of maneuver it so it's a bit like that. That's it. So it comes up. There we go. So like that. So the suspension arms or the suspension brackets are underneath. Hang on a second, let me just arrange that. That's it. That's the magazine. So it sort of sits underneath. That comes up. This is going to sit just in here like that. And we're going to use CM screws just to secure that down. So just do that. So we've got that one done like that. Make sure it's nice and tight. That's the first one in. We'll do these back ones first. Like so. There we go. And this one in here, like so. There we go. So, yep, that is all nice. Now we get to mount the engine. So, the engine is going to sit just here like that. So what we need to do, be really careful, but with these brackets here that we've got, so we've got one here and one just here, we're going to place them into those holes there, then we're going to flip it and we're going to use AM screws, yep, to secure it in from this side. So it sits quite far back on the engine. You'll want the fuel line underneath, so you want the fuel line to come underneath this like so, and some of the other wires. So there we go. So being really careful at this point. We're going to use CM screws. We're also going to secure it on the back here as well with a CM screw. So I'm going to go ahead and do all of that and see where we are. Okay, and there we are. So sorry, it was CM screw here and AM screws on this two bits here, and the fuel line has just come off, and we can put that back on. That's fine. Just like that, and then we'll just feed it through here. Like so. And the engine is in place. And so that one there, that finishes, it's looking really good now. At least the engine is now in the car. We can sort of see it now. Front wheels are going to be here. We've got the drive shaft coming out the back here. So yeah, it's already starting to take shape, which is really cool. We're going to do issue 19 now. Okay, so these are all the parts that we have. We're going to need the whole section that we've been working on. And we've got these. So we've got R. There's a big R on that one. Can you make that one out? Yep. And so that is going to sit like that. And then this one is left. So that is going to sit on there, like so. Then we've got left again, so that is going to sit on like that. And then this one is R, so that's going to sit on that side like that. And then we're going to sort of push that down, that's it. And we're going to use AM screws to secure those sections in, so I'm going to do that now. Okay, so we've done that. As you can see, we've put those covers on now, both sides, like so. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to grab these sections just here. So we've got one here and another one. We're going to use KP screws and we're going to fit them to these sections just here. So they're going to sit in just like that. And we're going to do, they're not labelled, they go in, they just go in any side. So I'm going to go ahead and do that on both sides. We've got two. I'm going to use KP screws to secure them, so I'm going to do that now. Okay, so they are in place. You can see one just here, and there is one on that side as well. So we need to turn this up gently. And we're going to click these onto it. So I'm just double checking actually which part they go on. They go on the upper section. So just like so. These have to just trying to angle these. So this goes under here, like so, under both of them. It might be worth just pulling them up, like so. That goes down. Lovely. I'm going to click that one in there. And click this one on that side. So that looks like that. So it sort of goes in like I've just done. I'll weave it through. We're going to take both of these brackets. So we've got one this side and one that side. So they look like that. We're going to use AM screws to secure it in. And then I'll show you a bit more detail that we've done. Okay, so that's the end of issue 19. So as you can see, I'm trying to hold this so you can see. So we've clipped that round. And then that goes, actually, yeah, that's right. So it goes on this top bit section. It goes under here, around and back around. And we secured it down with those brackets just there. And one that side, and one that side. Okay, so that's the end of issue 19. So let's grab the last pack of issue 20, or the last issue from pack 5. And let's get going. Okay, so in issue 20, we're going to be fitting and installing the left shock absorber. So all of this section here, we're going to be working on. These are all the parts. It's quite intricate, but we will finish sort of the suspension side on the left-hand side. So that obviously means, I would say, issue 21 of the next pack, we will start on the right side shock absorber. So anyway, there's all the parts, there's all the screws and everything else. Like I said, it's a little pack, but there's quite a bit here. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to grab this section just here, and we want this bit, this section here facing down, and we're going to take both of these brackets. So there's one here that's going to sit like that, and then this one is going to sit like that on downwards, and we're going to use WM screws. So I'm just going to, I just want to line this up. There we go. So I want WM screws, which are these two just here. And we're going to screw both of these in. I'm going to do that now. Okay, so there we go. We've done that. So we've screwed in both of them sides there. So that sort of sits like that. We need to put that aside. We need to grab this section and this section here. So we're going to screw this onto here. So this section here, as you can see, it only has holes on this side and not on that side. And then we're going to just screw that onto there like that, using CM screws. Okay, so we've done that. So that's how that bit should look. Then we're going to take this section here, and we're going to stick it on like that. So effectively that area, that part there is up higher like that. And we're going to secure it in with EM screws. So EM screw in that side and that one on that side. So I'm going to do that now. Okay, and that's what that should look like. So that's part of the left side there. So as you can see, this all moves like so. So we need to put that aside, that side. Next we're going to grab our assembly, which is just here. And we are going to be putting on our shock absorber, which is here. So what we need to do is we need to just pull this down slightly. We're going to be putting in, let's try and sit it like that. So we're going to put in our shock absorber, which is going to sit, the spring I should say. It's going to sit just up here. And what we're going to do is, there we go, I'll squash it up. So it's like that. Then we're going to take this rod, I'm going to feed it through like so. We're going to use an AIM screw from the top, and then we're going to use AM screws to secure it in at the bottom there. So I'm going to do that now. Okay, so we've done that. Hang on, let me spin it round so you can see. So we have done that like that, and we've screwed it in underneath just here, and then screwed it down on top. Now in the magazine it tells you to put this screw in first before securing the two bottom ones. My advice would be to screw this section first, then the top screw. It will just be much easier. Otherwise what you'll find is when you screw this top one in first, this will just spin and it won't secure enough. So my advice would be to sort of do them first and then the one on the top. Okay, so next thing we're going to do is we're just going to keep it upside down for a sec, like that. We're going to grab this section just here, and this is going to sit just like that, and we're going to use an AIM screw, so one of these, just to secure that up. So what you want is you want hard sort of sitting like that. That's it. Just secure it with your fingers, nice and tight, or as tight as you can. That's like that. So yeah, I'm happy. With that, like so. Then we're going to flip it up. We're taking this section and we're going to secure that on there. So secure that like that. So we're going to secure this in with CM screws at the top here. So like so. So we're going to do that now. Okay, so we've done that just there. Then we're going to move this down and this up, so that sort of connects onto there like so. Then we're going to take our last screw, which is an AIM screw. We're just going to secure it down on the top of this. We'll try and keep this straight while we're doing it. So the best thing is to just hold it nice and tight. Like so, and there we go. That is the end of pack 5 and the end of issue 20, and yeah, that goes down like that. So we've now got the left hand, obviously the wheel will go onto this, the steering will go onto this section here. I would imagine issue 21 is going to be the right hand side because we've done the left now. Got the shock absorber in, got the steering arm in and everything, so that's brilliant. So yeah, that is it. Thank you for watching, thank you for putting up with us. Make sure you click like, subscribe if you haven't already, and yeah, just take a look at this. I mean, it's coming along really nicely now. We now have the engine mounted, which is fantastic. There's still a lot of work to do, especially on the chassis here. So there's I would imagine some panels to go on here as well. We've also got the back section to go on. We've got the wheels, the brakes to go on still. So there's still a fair bit to actually do for the front of this car, and it looks really, really good. So very happy with it so far. We've got radiator to go in. There's all the usual car stuff that goes in this, but at the moment it's looking absolutely fantastic. Really liking it. Make sure you let us know what you think in the comments, and as always, make sure you keep it the Nexus, and we'll see you guys at the next video. Take it easy, and we'll see you then.